And hey everybody, I'm Brandon Mention, and this is the latest episode of My Next Meal. Today I'm going to be making quiche. My family has always loved it. My mom makes it all the time. I've got my own variations of it, and so today I'm going to teach you just one variation because every time I do it, the recipe changes. There's only certain things you have to remember, like you're going to have 4 eggs, basically to 1 cup of milk. You can mix it up when it comes to the cheese or the other ingredients. I can add anything that you see in front of me, but today it's going to be onions, garlic, mushrooms, broccoli, cheese, Parmesan, bacon, and we're going to saute all of the stuff in bacon grease, which I rendered earlier, which just takes it over the top. We will do another version one day that's just plant-based so that, you know, we can meet all the markets and everybody that is interested in the show. But today, we're going to do it with bacon because I love it. Getting into it, the first thing we do is preheat the oven to 425 degrees. No, we're actually at an Airbnb that doesn't have all the supplies we need, so I'm gonna have to improvise on some bowls and some other things here. But as you see, I've got everything prepared. I'm gonna put it all in, get it ready. Start the burner here, medium heat. Gonna add some butter to the pan and also some olive oil. If you add butter but not olive oil, it'll tend to burn. So you want to have a combination. You could also use some clarified butter if you don't want to worry about the burning. But I like to have both. And of course, we're going to add a little bacon, rendered bacon fat to it as well. So all those flavors are going to combine. Let that come up to heat. And remember from the previous episode, once you've done all your prep work, then you can have a drink. Today we're going with bullet bourbon. I did a lot of work in Kentucky and I found that bourbon was a wonderful cocktail. Cheers to everybody. Hear that sizzle? I do. All right, we got it in a good place. We're going to start with the onions. They'll take a little longer to cook. I've been cooking a lot. I know so many people have a problem with the onions when you cut them. Your eyes start watering. Like, for some reason, I love it. Tears of joy, because I love onions. So listen, we're not trying to caramelize these onions. We're just cooking them down. You want to become a little opaque. You want them just look like they're cooking. You can show it to the camera. That camera. This camera. We're like a big show. We got multiple cameras. Okay, so once we get that going, we're going to go with the broccoli next. We're going to put that in. It's going to be the next thing that cooks. This is the best because you start adding the aromatics and everything just starts to smell so good. For some reason, no matter who I'm cooking for or what I'm doing, I feel like I'm always cooking for at least 3 times more people than I'm actually cooking for. So, for instance, we came here to just do a couple little items, and somehow we've spent $400 on food for 2 people. So, you know, come over. There's lots of food. All right, next up, we're going to add the mushrooms. The mushrooms have a pretty high water content, so we're going to actually just add the garlic in at about the same time. It's always nice to have the garlic get a little brown, even when it gets lost in the mix of all these other vegetables. Just monitor the moisture of what's going on there. Just don't be afraid to add some extra butter or some extra bacon fat, of course. Don't be afraid to add a little moisture if it's not looking like it's sweating enough. Put a little extra butter, a little extra olive oil, or of course, a little extra bacon grease. That's my preferred. Now we just want to cook this down. Probably going to reduce in size by about 30-40%. Put it off to the side. Let it cool down a little bit. This is also an opportunity to do a light seasoning. You're going to season towards the end, but you can hit this with a little salt. And I'm a huge fan of pepper, so don't follow me on this one, but I always put a lot of pepper. Now this is really starting to come along. A lot of times when I think about the final product, I want to think about if there's any color involved. Like, is there, you know, did we put something in that adds some color to it? I had bought these tomatoes that all have a lot of different color to them. It's a beautiful variety. This time I'm going to actually add some tomatoes to it. Not a lot, just because I don't want it to get too runny. You know, you add a liquid thing like this, it might disturb the balance of how it all cooks out. I hope you're all enjoying this so far. It smells amazing in here. We're going to add some bacon in and the cheese very shortly. Let's let that cook down and cheers. Hey everybody, we're back. I've let the mix here cool down a little bit. As I said, don't want it to cook the eggs, don't want it to cook, you know, the cheese. We want that all to happen inside of the oven. And so I'm going to take this out. Unfortunately, I don't have the best setup here at the Airbnb, so I'm going to use this pot as our mixing bowl. I'm going to take all of these ingredients that we've already sauteed together. Garlic, broccoli, onions. Oh, it smells amazing. Just to reiterate, for every 4 eggs, you're going to do about a cup of milk. So I'm going to add that cup of milk. Best thing to do with the eggs is crack them on the outside so they don't get shells inside of your your mixture. It worked out kind of good. I always like to use the cage-free. You got a nice color to them. Let's go ahead and add the cheese. We're just going to mix this up. Now, if you do this enough, you're going to see that there's a different consistency level. Like, should you add more cheese? Should you, you'll understand it. This will thicken up because of the eggs, but sometimes if you put too much vegetables in or you add too much, it might not work as well. But this is looking really good. So, if you can see it, it's beautiful. Here we go. We're going to pour it into 2 separate little pie folds here. Just sort of flatten it all out, make it all level with the mixture. Now with eggs, they're going to puff up a little bit, so you don't want to fill it all the way to the top, but we'll fill it enough. Come in with the Parmesan and just completely cover the whole top of it. I got a 25, or it must be a 20 or 25-year-old Parmesan here. It's just nice to go get an extra topping of that on the top, especially when you're baking it. It's gonna brown up a bit and just be so wonderful when you eat it. I just realized that everybody makes a face when they're grating any kind of cheese on something. I hope it doesn't look awkward on camera, but it's this like a really intense feeling of grating cheese on top of something that you can't wait to eat.
Where's the bacon?
And don't forget, we've got bacon. I'm going to chop this up super fine, spread it out over the whole thing. I don't remember what that company was, but that used to do those bacon bits. I'm not even sure those things were real. You know it's real in this kitchen. We only use real bacon here. Unless we're doing our plant-based varieties, because our director, Mihobi Velas, is all about that.
Tell them what you did to the bacon.
I did to the bacon exactly what my director, who does not like bacon, said, was to call it fake bacon.
No. Tell them why there is no bacon left.
Oh, so while we're on break, waiting for the oven to come to temperature and also waiting for the other ingredients we sauteed to come down to room temperature, accidentally I ate all the bacon. Not all of it, there's a couple pieces left. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chop it so fine that it has a better spread than it would have had if we me. I didn't. If I didn't eat it all, I apologize. But we still have a little bacon left. Thanks to my producer for reminding me to mention. Now we're going to take all this bacon, just do what I said, sprinkle it around everywhere. Beautiful bacon bits. And there we go. Both of these are going to go into the oven, probably about 20 to 25 minutes. They'll probably rise up. It's going to look wonderful. Can't wait to taste it. This has been episode 2 of My Next Meal. See you all soon.
You can't leave it without the money shot. So we have to see you eat at the end.
Oh, of course.
Let's.
But these are going to take a little time to cook. But should I add something? Should I just do another close or something?
Yeah. No, you don't need to do a close yet.
No, I mean the close are like a next step close. Let me just try.
Yeah, but
let me just add one more thing.
But like Naomi said, pretend you like cooking. Smile.
And maybe we should be a little more declarative, more than it'll probably rise.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
It's probably gonna be great.
This will probably be okay, but if it isn't,
Okay. Shh.
okay, get into character.
I'm in. So, really excited about how this all came together. Hopefully it'll all rise, like I said. So, I'm really happy with how this all came out. We're going to put them on a tray, put them in the oven. We'll see when we come back. But it smells good already. Guarantee this will be wonderful. So I'm pretty happy with how everything came out. We're really excited about this. The whole crew is like salivating just from the smells.
The whole crew is wet now.
Honestly, this feels better than the last one I made. If every time you come into the kitchen, you can do a little better than the last time you did and satisfy your customers, your patients, your friends, your family. Listen, especially with the family, the more they have food in their mouth, the less they're talking, and that's a good thing. It's taken a long time, 25, 30 minutes, depending on your oven, but listen, watch this. That quiche is looking wonderful. And for those of you that are observant, it used to be 2 quiches. They turned into 1. It's magic. Kitchen magic. Movie magic.